I am Dr. Elina, and what I'm about to reveal will change the way you see older men and the way they see you. Have you ever felt a man's attention? Felt his desire and wondered, does he truly love me, or is he simply using me? Most women never notice it, but men are drawn to women who awaken 5 very specific feelings inside them. These feelings are magnetic, irresistible, and subconscious, and they determine whether a man falls deeply in love with you or quietly takes what he wants and walks away. Imagine this: a man who seems so confident, so in control, suddenly becomes completely captivated by your presence, your words, your energy. He mirrors your emotions, he seeks your approval, he hangs on your every reaction. That's no coincidence. He's responding to something deep inside, something that few women even recognize. And the truth is, if you understand these feelings, you can see immediately whether his attention is genuine or if he's only here for what he can take from you. By the end of this video, you will not only know exactly what triggers these deep emotions, but you'll also gain the power to protect your heart, amplify your feminine magnetism, and ensure that the love he gives is real, lasting, and devoted. Every woman deserves a man who chooses her for the right reasons, and today, I'm going to show you how to recognize him instantly. Stay with me, because once you know these 5 triggers, your relationships will never be the same again. Older men are irresistibly drawn to women who make them feel admired and genuinely respected. But here's the secret most women don't see. It's not about empty compliments, exaggerated flattery, or constantly telling him how great he is. It's about quiet, confident acknowledgement, noticing his efforts, valuing his presence, and making him feel truly seen. When a man senses that you genuinely admire him, it awakens a deep emotional satisfaction, almost like a secret reward he wasn't even aware he craved. He feels important, capable, and validated. And when this happens, he's more likely to open his heart and invest emotionally. The difference between genuine admiration and manipulative flattery is subtle but critical. Flattery is fleeting. It's a quick spark that fades once the words stop. True admiration, however, touches a deeper chord. It's a feeling he carries with him, a sense that someone finally sees his worth. Women who master this know how to express respect without losing their power. And this, my dears, is magnetic. When you make him feel admired, he feels inspired, not entitled, and he begins to mirror your energy, bringing out the best version of himself. Watch how he reacts when you express this quiet confidence. Does he become more open, more attentive, more eager to connect? That's a man who's genuinely drawn to you emotionally. If he only seeks praise for his ego, without offering real emotional depth in return, he may be using you, taking your admiration without giving his heart. Understanding this distinction is key to maintaining your power while attracting love that's real. Older men, especially, are sensitive to this because life has taught them that admiration is rare, not just for what they do, but for who they are. When a woman triggers this feeling, she becomes unforgettable. Admiration makes him feel seen. But there's another emotion that older men crave even more, one that taps into their memories, their comfort, and their longing for connection. Next, I'm going to reveal the second deep feeling that can make him either love you endlessly or use you without conscience. Older men are often drawn to women who awaken a sense of nostalgia, that deep, almost unconscious feeling of comfort and familiarity that reminds them of better times, of lost youth, or of happiness they once felt but thought they'd forgotten. This isn't about mimicking someone from his past or trying to relive old experiences. No, it's far subtler and far more powerful. It's about creating moments and emotions that tap into his heart in ways he didn't even realize he missed. A simple laugh, a thoughtful gesture, a warm, genuine smile can suddenly make him feel safe, cherished, and profoundly understood. When a woman offers this sense of comfort, it makes him emotionally soft, more attentive, and deeply drawn to her presence, because he senses a rare emotional home in her energy. But there's a critical line that women must understand. Nostalgia can be used for love, or it can be used to manipulate. If he leans on you merely to recreate old comforts, avoid responsibility, or escape the challenges of real intimacy, he is using your nurturing energy rather than offering his own. True connection happens when you provide warmth and familiarity while still standing in your own power, maintaining your boundaries, and keeping your life full and complete. A woman who understands this balance triggers a profound, lasting attraction, not a fleeting emotional crutch. Notice the subtle cues. Does he look to you for emotional grounding? Then offer appreciation, care, and respect in return? Or does he only take, seeking comfort while keeping his distance in meaningful moments? The first is love, the second is using. Mastering this distinction gives you a quiet, seductive power, the ability to draw him in while ensuring he values your heart. Nostalgia creates comfort, but comfort alone isn't enough to keep him captivated. There's a feeling older men crave even more, a spark, a challenge, a playful excitement that keeps their desire alive. In the next point, I'll reveal the third deep emotion that separates love from mere use, and show you exactly how to recognize it in him. Older men are drawn to women who awaken excitement, women who spark their curiosity, challenge them intellectually, and ignite desire through subtle unpredictability. This isn't about creating drama or playing games. It's about cultivating an aura of mystery and playful tension that makes him want to invest emotionally and explore the depths of your world. When a woman is exciting, he feels alive in her presence. Every conversation, every glance, every touch carries an energy that keeps him on edge, in the most alluring way, because he senses that she is more than just what meets the eye. This is magnetic. This is intoxicating. The key is balance. Excitement without depth can be fleeting. A man may be drawn to you for the thrill, but if he's not emotionally mature, he might leave once the novelty fades. True attraction happens when excitement is paired with authenticity. When he experiences the thrill of your energy, but also senses the sincerity of your heart and the strength of your boundaries. A woman who masterfully balances challenge and warmth becomes irresistible. She makes him want to rise to the occasion, to meet her energy with effort, passion, and respect. Watch his reactions closely. Does he pursue connection even after the excitement fades? Or does he only seek the moments that make him feel stimulated? The first shows genuine interest and love. The second indicates he may be using you for emotional arousal or validation. Understanding this distinction allows you to maintain your feminine magnetism while protecting your emotional well-being. Excitement also triggers a man's deepest desires for growth and adventure. He wants to feel alive, to experience novelty, and to engage with a woman who challenges him in ways that are mentally, emotionally, and sometimes spiritually stimulating. If you can provide this balance, the thrill without chaos, the challenge without manipulation, you hold a power that few women realize they possess. Excitement keeps the flame alive, but desire alone cannot sustain him. The next deep emotion older men seek is one that touches the very core of his need for security and nurturing. A feeling that can reveal whether his heart is truly yours, or if he's only leaning on you for comfort. Older men are deeply drawn to women who can provide a sense of emotional security and nurturing. This is a feeling that goes far beyond attraction or desire. It touches the very core of a man's heart. When he feels safe, understood, and cared for, he can relax, open up, and share his deeper emotions without fear of judgment or rejection. A woman who can quietly offer this kind of support is profoundly magnetic because she triggers a feeling of comfort that most men have been searching for their entire lives. But here's the delicate balance. Providing security does not mean losing yourself or becoming a doormat. A woman's nurturing power is strongest when it is paired with self-respect and clear boundaries. True security comes from mutual trust and care. When he knows he can lean on you emotionally, but also knows that you expect and deserve his genuine investment in return. If he relies solely on your comfort without reciprocating emotionally, this is a sign he may be using you rather than loving you. Women who understand this dynamic learn to nurture in ways that amplify attraction, protect their hearts, and maintain their feminine power. Notice his responses. Does he show gratitude, consideration, and consistent effort to be present for you in return? Or does he take your care for granted, only returning when convenient? The first is a man in love. The second is a man using you for emotional stability without true commitment. Mastering this distinction allows you to engage his heart while keeping your independence intact. Security and nurturing are irresistible because they touch the primal desire in men to feel supported and valued. When a woman can evoke this safely, she not only strengthens his emotional bond, but also elevates her own feminine energy, creating a magnetic pull that keeps him wanting to return to her presence again and again. Emotional security is powerful, but there's one more feeling that older men secretly crave, a feeling that ignites admiration, respect, and fascination all at once. Next, I'll reveal the fifth and final deep emotion that can show you whether he truly loves you or is only captivated by what he can take. Older men are irresistibly drawn to women who are confident, independent, and unapologetically themselves. This is the kind of attraction that goes beyond physical desire or charm. It taps into respect, fascination, and admiration all at once. A woman who lives her life fully, pursues her passions, and maintains her individuality triggers something deep inside him. A recognition that she is rare, valuable, and untouchable in her own way. He doesn't just want her presence, he wants to rise to her energy, to meet her on equal ground emotionally, mentally, and even spiritually. This deep admiration can inspire love or, if he is not emotionally mature, creates subtle fear. Fear of losing control, fear of not being enough, or fear of being challenged. The way he responds reveals his true intentions. A man who truly loves a powerful woman will embrace her independence, encourage her dreams, and celebrate her successes as if they were his own. A man who is using her may try to subtly control, diminish, or manipulate her confidence to feel dominant or secure. Recognizing these patterns is essential to maintaining your feminine power and emotional safety. Notice how he interacts with your life beyond the relationship. Does he honor your ambitions, respect your time, and actively support your independence? Or does he attempt to pull you back, create guilt, or monopolize your attention? The first shows genuine admiration and emotional investment. The second is a red flag that he may be captivated by your power but unwilling to contribute equally. Women who master the balance of independence and nurturing magnetically attract love because they are whole, radiant, and emotionally unshakable. They trigger desire, respect, and deep emotional connection simultaneously, making it impossible for a man to take them for granted. Independence and power complete the puzzle of the 5 deep emotions that older men crave. Together with admiration, nostalgia, excitement, and security, these feelings reveal exactly who he is. Whether he loves you deeply or simply enjoys the comfort and thrill you provide. Now that you understand the 5 deep feelings that older men unconsciously seek, admiration, nostalgia, excitement, security, and independence, you hold the key to recognizing his true intentions. These are not just abstract concepts. They are emotional triggers that reveal whether he loves you genuinely or whether he's simply drawn to the comfort, thrill, or validation you provide. When a man is inspired by your admiration, moved by the nostalgia you awaken, thrilled by your energy, soothed by your care, and captivated by your independence, he isn't just infatuated. He is invested, devoted, and emotionally present. But remember, knowledge is power. Observing his actions, not just his words, allows you to protect your heart while amplifying your feminine magnetism. A woman who understands these triggers can maintain her boundaries, embrace her sensuality, and attract love that is real, respectful, and lasting. Never settle for a man who only takes, and never underestimate the power of a woman who knows her worth. I am Dr. Elina, and my mission is to help women like you navigate the hidden emotional currents of relationships so you can attract love consciously and powerfully. Take a moment to reflect. Which of these 5 feelings does your man respond to most? Does he show genuine reciprocity? Or is he taking more than he gives? If you found this insight valuable, comment below with your thoughts, share this video with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe for more teachings that awaken your feminine power. Stay radiant, stay powerful, and never forget, a woman who knows herself is utterly irresistible.